Welcome, Sigmas. Life as a Sigma male isn't just a walk in the park. It's a journey through uncharted territory. You don't blend into the crowd or follow the world's script. Instead, you move to your own rhythm, driven by independence, authenticity, and purpose. But this rare path often brings challenges most people can't understand. As a Sigma male, you stand tall in a world that values conformity. You embrace solitude when the crowd doesn't understand, take on burdens others avoid, and face criticism for refusing to conform. But these hardships are more than obstacles. They're the fire that forges your strength. In this video, we'll explore 10 reasons why Sigma males often face difficult lives and how these struggles shape you into a resilient, unshakable force. Each point builds on the last, revealing a bigger picture you won't want to miss. Your refusal to conform makes you unique and impactful, but also sets you apart in ways that often lead to difficulty. By the end, you'll see why these challenges don't just make life harder. They're the reason you stand out. Let's dive in. Sigma males don't follow the crowd, and this nonconformity often leads to isolation. Sigma males, the lone wolves of the societal pack, march to the beat of their own drum. This is their strength, but it can also become a source of solitude. They aren't interested in the rat race or in keeping up with the Joneses. Instead, they carve their own paths, often veering away from societal norms and expectations. This disregard for convention can be liberating, but it can also feel isolating. They may find themselves on the outside looking in, disconnected from the herd mentality that often dominates social groups. Yet Sigma males embrace this isolation. They revel in their independence, finding comfort in their own company. They appreciate the silence, the space to think, to exist without external influences shaping their thoughts or actions. This path of nonconformity isn't easy, but it's the one Sigma males naturally tread. Sigma males are fiercely independent, which can be both a strength and a struggle. Imagine a lone wolf, surviving in the wilderness, relying on nothing but its own instincts and skills. That's the essence of a Sigma male. This level of self-reliance often means they are self-sufficient, resourceful, and resilient. Yet, just as the lone wolf faces harsh winters and scant resources, the Sigma male too encounters challenges. Their self-reliance can morph into an insistence on handling everything alone, dismissing the idea of seeking help or support. It's like trying to push a boulder uphill single-handedly when there are willing hands ready to assist. Consider the Sigma male who loses his job. He might spend months job hunting alone, refusing to reach out to contacts or ask for recommendations. The strength of his independence becomes a struggle when it transforms into isolation. This relentless self-reliance is a double-edged sword. Often, Sigma males' actions are misunderstood, which can lead to friction in their relationships. Picture this: a Sigma male at a party, standing quietly in a corner. To others, he might appear aloof or even arrogant, but in reality, he's just comfortable in his own company and doesn't feel the need to constantly engage in small talk. His silence is misinterpreted as rudeness. Or consider a Sigma male at work who prefers to eat lunch alone, engrossed in a book or his thoughts. His colleagues may perceive this as a snub, thinking he doesn't want to socialize. But the truth is, he values his solitude and uses this time to recharge. Even in romantic relationships, a Sigma male's need for personal space can be misconstrued as disinterest or detachment. His partner may feel neglected, not realizing that his love language simply involves more independence than they're used to. Being misunderstood is a common struggle for Sigma males. Sigma males have high standards, which can sometimes limit their social connections. This is not because they're aloof or unfriendly, but rather, they value quality over quantity. They're like the collectors of the social world, always on a quest for the rare and precious gems, not content with anything less. They don't settle for superficial relationships. They crave depth, authenticity, and connection. This high bar they set can make it challenging to form relationships. It's not easy to find individuals who match their level of authenticity and depth, and this can sometimes lead to a sense of isolation. However, it's important to note that this doesn't necessarily equate to loneliness. Sigma males find comfort in their own company and are not easily swayed by societal pressures to conform. But let's not sugarcoat it. This approach can make life harder. It's not always easy to walk a path less trodden, especially socially. Fewer connections isn't necessarily a bad thing for Sigma males, but it can make life harder. Sigma males are known for their resistance to authority, which can create challenges in their professional lives. This resistance isn't born out of a desire for rebellion, but rather a deep-seated belief in their own autonomy. They don't bow to authority simply because it's there. Instead, they question, they analyze, and only then do they decide whether to follow or forge their own path. Let's consider an example. Imagine a Sigma male in a corporate setting. His boss issues an order that he believes is flawed. While others might simply comply, the Sigma male would question it, potentially leading to tension or even conflict. This kind of friction can make navigating the professional world a daunting task for Sigma males. But it's not all doom and gloom. Their resistance can also lead to innovation, as they often see alternative solutions overlooked by others. However, it's a delicate balance, one that requires tact and diplomacy. Navigating professional relationships can be a minefield for Sigma males. Sigma males are deep thinkers, but sometimes they can fall into the trap of overthinking. This introspective nature, while a strength, can also be a double-edged sword. It allows Sigma males to analyze situations, understand their feelings, and make thoughtful decisions. But when this introspection turns into overthinking, it can cause unnecessary stress and anxiety. Imagine a chess player who, instead of making a move, gets stuck analyzing every possible outcome. That's a Sigma male overthinking. It is like a whirlpool of thoughts, pulling them deeper into uncertainty and doubt. It can keep them up at night, replaying scenarios, questioning their decisions, and pondering over what ifs. While this introspective nature helps Sigma males to be self-aware and insightful, it can also lead to self-doubt and second-guessing. It's a delicate balance, like walking on a tightrope. The line between introspection and overthinking is a tightrope Sigma males often walk. Sigma males value depth and authenticity, which can make them struggle with societal superficiality. Imagine a Sigma male navigating the world of social media, a realm often dominated by carefully curated images and status-driven content. This digital landscape might feel like a minefield to a Sigma male who prefers genuine connections over online popularity contests. Consider also the societal emphasis on materialism. Sigma males who prioritize internal growth and personal values might find themselves at odds with a culture that champions the latest gadgets or the flashiest cars. They may feel alienated in a world that places a premium on surface-level success rather than on personal development and authenticity. And then there's the world of fashion, where appearance often trumps comfort or personal style. Sigma males, who value self-expression and comfort over trends, might find this culture particularly challenging. Superficiality is a bitter pill for Sigma males to swallow. Sigma males' independence and nonconformity can sometimes be perceived as a threat by others. Now, isn't that a conundrum? Here we have individuals who prefer their own company, avoid the spotlight, and yet they're seen as threatening. Why, you ask? Well, it's in the nature of our society to feel threatened by what we don't understand. Sigma males, with their self-reliant attitudes and nonconformist ways, don't fit into the usual social hierarchy. When others can't predict or control a Sigma's actions, it can lead to feelings of insecurity and intimidation. This isn't a horror movie, folks, but the unknown can indeed be scary. Moreover, Sigma males' tendency to question norms and challenge the status quo can unsettle those who prefer the comfort of familiar patterns. This can spark social tension, making the Sigma male a perceived threat, even when they're just minding their own business. Being perceived as a threat is an unfortunate reality for many Sigma males. Sigma males cherish their solitude, but they also value deep connections. Balancing the two can be a struggle. Picture a tightrope walker, poised and focused, deftly navigating the fine line between solitude and meaningful relationships. That's a Sigma male, every single day. They revel in their alone time, using it to introspect, rejuvenate, and strategize. But they also appreciate the richness that deep, meaningful relationships bring to their lives. The challenge lies in maintaining that equilibrium. Too much solitude can lead to isolation, while too much connection can feel overwhelming and intrusive. Sigma males, with their introverted nature and high standards, often find themselves in a delicate dance, oscillating between their need for solitude and their desire for connection. In their quest for balance, they may stumble, they may falter, but they always rise, always learn, and always strive to find that sweet spot where solitude and connection coexist. For Sigma males, finding the balance between solitude and connection is a constant struggle. Sigma males often feel the need to prove their worth, which can be exhausting. It's like they're on an endless treadmill, constantly running, but never reaching their destination. Imagine a world-class pianist who, despite his mastery, feels compelled to practice for hours each day, not because he enjoys it, but because he fears being surpassed. Or consider a successful entrepreneur who can't shake the feeling that he still hasn't done enough, despite his business thriving. It's not about the pursuit of excellence for these Sigma males. It's about an unrelenting pressure, a fear of being seen as less than. It's about proving to themselves and others that they are valuable, competent, and worthy. The result can be stress, burnout, and a sense of never being satisfied. This constant need to prove their worth can become a Sisyphean task, a never-ending cycle of striving and never feeling enough. The pressure to prove their worth is a heavy burden for Sigma males. Sigma males are a unique breed. They face many challenges, but their strength and resilience are commendable. Throughout our exploration, we've taken a deep dive into the 10 reasons why Sigma males lead such arduous lives. From the isolation brought on by nonconformity to the relentless self-reliance often misunderstood by society. From their high standards that limit connections to the resistance they harbor towards authority. Sigma males are introspective, often leading to overthinking. They struggle with superficiality, and are often perceived as threats by others. Their constant balancing act between solitude and connection, and the never-ending need to prove their worth, are daily battles. But amidst these challenges, Sigma, males continue to demonstrate an admirable resilience. They chart their unique paths, standing as testament to human strength and determination. Understanding Sigma, males helps us appreciate their journey and the unique challenges they face. Remember, every Sigma male is fighting a hard battle, but their strength and resilience are truly inspiring.